Our city knows the sweet taste of victory. From the Stanley Cup to a Division I title win.
That still doesn't feel real.
A triumph isn't an end.
Now, new stories are being written, and Fox 5 and the Silver State Sports and Entertainment Network is following every team on ice. With our UNLV Skating Rebel national champions.
It's great for the city, it's great for hockey.
How will they defend their title?
Let's bring it home!
And the Henderson Silver Knights, skating with something to prove while building tomorrow's legends.
It's great to be able to teach and grow off a win.
Plus, how our youth teams are teaching kids to fly on ice. And what's in store for the new faces of the VGK, including their monsters in the north.
The Golden Knights are beefing up their minor leagues with the Night Monsters. These teams, our teams.
Where their victories become our victories. Building the future of hockey, one player at a time.
Vegas wanted hockey, Vegas got hockey.
Covering every team on the ice, this is Hockey in the Desert Weekly.
Welcome inside another edition of Hockey in the Desert Weekly. I'm your host, Vince Sapienza. Let's fire home a snapshot of what's in store over the next 30 minutes. We're going to look back at what was a busy week for the Knights, who made a trade, saw their Olympians return. We're going to hear from Jack Eichel, Noah Hannafin as they reflect on their gold medal wins. We head to Henderson, recapping the annual Guns and Hoses game, plus spotlighting the work, journey, and story of the Silver Knights head equipment manager, Georgie Lopez. And as always, we talk Skating Rebels. The captain, Joey Carollo, joining me in studio. But first, call me Captain Obvious. We start with the Golden Knights captain. During the first period in Pittsburgh over the weekend, Mark Stone takes this bump from Chris Letang. Didn't look like much from our couches, but enough for Stone to react immediately, head down the tunnel, and not return. He did travel with the team on their road trip, but this is where Bruce Cassidy had an update.
He'll be day to day, so we'll see how he is. He was in getting treatment this morning, or this afternoon, I guess.
Now, adding insult to injury, not only did Vegas lose Stone in that game against the Penguins, they lost the game emphatically. In his 200th career start, Adin Hill gets tagged for 5 goals on 22 shots, and offensively, the Roadies had nothing to offer the Penguins, getting shut out for just the second time this season.
And now we'd like to invite Tage's teammates with Team USA, Jack Eichel and Noah Hannafin, along with Team USA massage therapist Brett Crompton to center ice.
Now, shortly after, let's go to Buffalo, where the Sabres faithful had a surprisingly warm reception for Jack Eichel as he was celebrated with Sabres forward Tage Thompson winning gold at the Olympics. But those cheers quickly turned into jeers, and Eichel's smile was turned upside down. The first goal of the game goes off number 9 skate and right to Jason Zucker. The Vegas native puts it home to make it 1-0. And for the third consecutive game, the Knights were staring at a 3-0 deficit. They battled back to make it a 1-goal game. Braden Bowman, who had a number of chances, puts this one off the crossbar in the final minute. The Knights fall 3-2. Now, shortly after Tuesday night's game went final, the Golden Knights announced they had acquired forward Cole Smith from the Nashville Predators in exchange for a 2028 third-round pick and Silver Knights defenseman Christopher Setoff. The 30-year-old has played 271 games over the course of 6 seasons, all with Nashville. He has 10 points in 42 games this year and ranks second on the team with 119 hits. Now, as we've seen, the Golden Knights are back in the thicket of the NHL regular season, and for the Olympians on the roster, getting back to their quote-unquote day jobs sounds easier than it probably is, especially for Jack Eichel and Noah Hannafin, who not only realized a dream of representing their country on the biggest stage, but capturing a gold medal in the process.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind for sure. It's been, it was amazing. It was other than the birth of my child, it was the best experience of my life, and just the joy of celebrating that victory with all those guys and their families and friends after the game was incredible, and just all we got to do after, coming back home and spending some time together just to enjoy what we did and accomplish before going our separate ways was, some of the most fun I've ever had in my life. So just a great experience.
Just like just a long dream that you think would never, you'd never be able to experience, and just everything. I mean, it's something you dream of as a kid, but to be able to actually experience it and it's just been a whirlwind. I mean, it's a lot of things have been happening, and it's been incredible.
After an incredible 2-1 overtime win against Team Canada, Eichel, Hanifin, and Team USA celebrated men's hockey gold for the first time since 1980. The party spanned from Italy to Miami and eventually the nation's capital, where the team met the president and honored at the State of the Union address.
It was quite 72 hours, and yeah, it's been incredible. Just the outpouring, you know, the support from everyone, everyone that's reached out, and you know, we're just, you know, I'm so grateful. There's so many great people around me, and it's great to hear from so many people, and yeah, it was awesome to celebrate that moment with those guys.
Jack Eichel had 2 goals, 6 points in 6 games for the Red, White, and Blue, becoming just the second player ever to win a gold medal, a Stanley Cup, and the Hobey Baker Trophy.
I think when you get a group of people together in a situation where, you know, everyone has one common goal and people are willing to do anything and sacrifice anything and be unselfish, and it's all for the betterment of the group. And you know, I saw that years ago here in Vegas when we won the Stanley Cup. It was, you know, a similar feeling of it didn't matter who the hero was, it didn't matter what you know, what happened. It was about winning, and it was about the team, and everyone was just, you know, 100% bought in. So that's kind of what I thought about, and I thought about that when I was over there. It reminded me a lot of the feeling I had when I was in the locker room that year we won. So you know, it was an unforgettable experience. Obviously I learned a lot, and being in those type of environments and playing for your country and what that means, it's yeah, it's really hard to describe, but there's probably a lot that I'll take from it.
As for Noah Hanifin, he skated in all 6 games for the United States, scoring once and adding 3 points. But one of his highlights of the tournament is when his teammates honored the late Johnny Gaudreau with not only his jersey, but bringing his kids on the ice to be part of the celebration.
Yeah, we saw them. They're in town for a few days, so we were able to see their family. And I think after the game, we were doing a photo, and Berensky was kind of the guy that took charge of that. Just, you know, he knows Meredith and the kids really well from Columbus and playing with Johnny there. So just an incredible moment, and you know, I think a lot of people had some tears in their eyes when that happened. But just to see the kids' reaction, how happy and comfortable they were, was special.
You're watching Hockey in the Desert Weekly.
Davies still waiting, right dot into the slot. Hemmerling scores!
Have yourself a February. Ben Hemmerling, the 21-year-old, was named the Upper Deck AHL Rookie of the Month, scoring 6 goals, totaling 10 points. The second-year pro notched his first career 3-point night in the American League, helping lead the Silver Knights to what was then their 4th straight win. He has 16 goals, 31 points through 47 games this season. He's the first HSK player to be named Rookie of the Month and the first HSK player to earn a monthly league award since Logan Thompson was named AHL Goaltender of the Month back in March of 2021. Also over the weekend, we saw the annual Guns N' Hoses hockey game over at Lee's Family Forum, an event that has been going on since 2003. Now, in a battle between firefighters and police, it was Team Fire coming out on top 5-3. The money raised will go to local charities that aid our first responders here in Southern Nevada, prioritizing and focusing on mental health.
With hockey for me specifically, it's a very healthy outlet. I can come out here, I can release all my pent-up aggression and stress and all that stuff, and then go home to my family all happy and go lucky. But yeah, just having this healthy outlet. So this year for the fire side specifically, I'll talk about that one, is Sin City Fire Department Sports. It's a charity that we started back in June of last year to help remove the stigma and any barriers associated with firefighter mental health. So we want to get the guys the help they need mentally, because, you know, we see a lot day in and day out, and it's crucial that we get them the help.
The competition between the Fire and us, it's great. You know, we bicker back and forth. Like, you know, when they're sleeping, we're out protecting the community. So, you know, hopefully we try to get the game later in the evening, but that's their nap times or bedtimes. So we had to compromise and do it in the afternoon, so that way they could show up and compete against us. But it's a great rivalry. All jokes aside, it's great for us to get together. We've built a lot of friendships over the years between fire and police. You know, we're excited when we get to see each other at work, outside of work as well. So it's just a great opportunity for us to come together. Like I said, release, you know, just relax, not be, what was the best way to say? No anxiety,
No anxiety, yeah.
Let the anxiety go.
Yeah, you know, hockey, you know, I think all of us in this room are partial. It's the best sport there is to play and to watch and be a part of. It is a tremendous physical outlet to get out there and push yourself, to be part of a team. You know, we're part of a team, we're police and fire every day at work, but it's nice to be able to continue that in a setting where it's a lot lower stress and we get to have some friendly competition.
This past January, the Silver Knights recognized their head equipment manager, Georgie Lopez. He hit the 1,000 games worked milestone between juniors and the pros. And while the longevity is obviously something to be celebrated, it's how he got his start that's the real story.
That's crazy. I was 20 when I started. I'm 37 now. So it's a lot of cities, a lot of games, a lot of life changes, a lot of everything. Yeah, it's a lot of games.
1,000 games is without question a lot, but for Georgie, none of that happens without one game and one person in particular.
Rusty Aldridge. I think he just didn't have stick boys at the time, so he just needed extra hands. I think it was his first year, and it was an early game of the season. It's a funny story. I was 14 when I started helping out my local team in Laredo. It was a Central Hockey League team, so AA, kind of equivalent to ECHL. And I was just watching with my family, watching warm-ups, and the equipment manager at the time just needed help. So he looked, called me up in the stands, called me up, and I was like, yes, and he asked if I wanted to fill up water bottles, and I did, and I haven't left the locker room since.
And it was that moment in time that catapulted a career. Since then, Lopez has worked in 6 different hockey leagues and in 6 different markets, adding a couple championships to the resume.
Calder Cup 2014, I was the assistant at Texas Stars, and then I was helping out VGK during their run, so I got a Stanley Cup ring as well. So Laredo did win a championship, but I was young, so no, I don't think it was in the budget, no. I was skinnier than what I was now. It wouldn't fit. I'll do white, you do gray.
Yeah. What is a fit is Lopez and his relationship with the locker room here in Henderson. Whether it's with the coaches.
I'm actually really lucky to be around a trainer like yourself.
Dewey, you want to talk to me and pretend we're talking about something important?
Or the players.
Thank you.
I think one of the important parts of my job is being able to talk to different personalities. Being able to tell guys like, oh, this is why we do certain things. And yeah, I think my upbringing was a big part of me being able to do that, because me being Hispanic, it was always togetherness, being a part of a big family, having fun together, going through the ups and downs. So I think as a team, Ryan Craig, our head coach, really wants us to be really family oriented and really together. So I think that helps me out, being able to talk to 30 different personalities daily.
Now, relationships are one thing, the work is another. Often not seen or even thought about is the day-to-day operation. He and his staff are usually the first ones in the door and the last ones to leave, ensuring the team has everything they need to succeed on the ice.
In the American League, we're right in the middle, right? So we got guys in Tahoe coming up, we got guys going up to VGK, coming down from VGK. So yeah, it's a lot of guys that you got to juggle and know what they like, what they don't like, all that stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of memorization too. What they sharpen at, what kind of sticks they use, what they don't like, what kind of laces they need on the road, visors, all that. And when they come up from Tahoe, we need to get them a chrome helmet because we wear our chrome domes.
Now inside the workshop at America First Center, Lopez is the head equipment manager for the Henderson Silver Knights. But at home, he's simply dad to Leo and Emery and a husband to Rachel.
2 small kids, 4-year-old, 8-month-old, they're both Vegas born, so that's pretty cool. Talking about life changes, right? I came here with no kids and I have 2 kids now, so yeah, it's really cool. And like I said, we're on the road so much and working so much during the season that they really do it all at home. Rachel does everything at home, so it's awesome.
Lopez says championships are always the goal, but at this point in his life and career, there are many forms of winning.
It's little things. It's like being able to bring my little guy to the locker room after a win. He's running around, guys are chasing him. Like, you appreciate it, like, well, this is really cool for him, seeing it through his eyes. So I think that's when I appreciate it a lot, like seeing him waving in the stands to me or whatever. Like, those little moments are, right now in this part of my life, really cool.
Drops it back. It was McKinney firing across. Derflinger in front. Tipped. They score! How about that? A first.
Big moment for Eric Olson, scoring his first goal in the ECHL, though not a great night for the team until they lose 8-3. However, Tahoe did sweep the weekend series in Utah by a combined score of 7-2. The Night Monsters, 4th in the division, 6th in the conference, 13th across the league. And don't forget, the Silver State Sports and Entertainment Network is your home for the Tahoe Night Monsters. The next time you can watch them against the Kansas City Mavericks, March 11th, 13th, and 14th. We'll be right back. Welcome back inside Hockey in the Desert Weekly. We've talked gold, silver, time for a little scarlet and gray. And to do that this week, we had to bring in the captain of your Skating Rebels, Joey Carollo, the senior defenseman for UNLV Hockey. Joey, thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I guess first things first, it's almost a full season that you've been here, bookending this season now. You came on when you were first given the C on your sweater. What has this season been like? I know it's not done, still plenty to attain, but what has the season meant to you as the leader of the program?
Yeah, it's been an awesome season overall. It feels like I was just here yesterday. It's been a full 6 or 7 months, but overall we've had a successful season and there's still more to come, like you said.
All right, let's talk about what is next, this home series finale. You're taking on a Division II team in Boise State. I guess, what is the thought process about taking on a Division II team right before Nationals?
Yeah, I think it should gain us a little bit of confidence. Get some guys scoring, get some guys assists, just build some confidence. But truly, we really don't worry about who we're playing. We worry about ourselves. So,
I know if Coach Greener was here, I would ask the question, what's the expectation? He's going to say win, win. But what is the expectations this weekend? Because it's not just playing well, but it's also getting some honors. Senior night.
Yeah.
The WCHL trophy is going to be awarded to the program for a second consecutive year.
Yeah.
What does that mean, and how special of a weekend will this one be?
It's going to be super special. For me personally, it's emotional, but it's exciting. A lot of family coming into town to be able to raise that trophy for the second year in front of our amazing fans. It's super special. And then senior night too, it's just awesome. Great experience.
The bracket is out.
Yep.
Top 4.
Yeah.
That was one of the goals. WCHL was another goal. You've checked those boxes. Talk to me about the bracket, what you see, what you like. You can only play the team in front of you. And Coach would sit there and say, look, we're worried about the next game. We're not going to look ahead.
Right.
But when you first look at the bracket, what do you see?
Yeah, I mean, of course, we don't look too far ahead, but we do. Honestly, we do. It looks like potentially playing GCU first round, which is exciting. I mean, we've had some crazy battles over this last year with them, and it's excited to face them first round. So we'll just be prepared, and we'll be ready to go for that game.
GCU in particular has given you a lot to handle as well.
Yeah.
What about them makes them so unique to the matchup?
Yeah, they're just relentless. They play extremely hard, and we just can't get outworked. When we go there, we struggle a little bit, but when we played them at home, we were extremely successful. So we have to treat these away games at Nationals like home games and just don't get outworked, play our game.
All right, Joey, so talking about them giving back to you, you guys also give back to the community in a big way, and that's how we're going to start our new game called What Are You Thinking? So let's dial up that first picture, and Joey, what is going on here as you are out in the community yourself?
Yeah, reading to, I don't know, maybe 3rd grade class. I was honestly just trying to get those words right on that book.
The laptops, are they even paying attention to you, Joey?
Probably not, to be honest, but I had no idea. I was focused on the words.
All right, let's get something we know that you're very, very good at on the ice. What's going on here? What are you thinking? Did this end in a goal?
I don't think so, to be honest. Hoping so, but I truly don't remember. But I think I was bringing the puck to the net on that one.
You see how honest he is? He could have just said yes. We wouldn't have known.
No one would have known.
No one would have known, but okay, here we go. Next one. All right, what are you doing?
Okay, I remember this one. I almost got hit with a puck that went off the crossbar when I was skating by. It almost hit me in the back of the neck, so I think that's a live reaction of almost getting smoked in the head by the puck.
It feels like you have a good eye of where that camera is because you were dialed in.
Yeah, it could have been that too.
Okay. Let's keep it rolling here, and more. Look at you. What's happening here?
Okay, this is a funny story. This kid asked for a stick the game prior. He showed up the second night, so I gave him one of my broken sticks from the night before, but it took me about, I'd say, 7 tries to get that stick over that netting. So it was a little embarrassing, but at the end of the day, the kid got the broken stick, so I was happy about that.
Stick.
He did. He did.
Good on you. All right, last one. That's a great one. We could have ended on that one, but look, I thought hockey's fun. Look at how mad all of you are. What is happening here?
I guess that's our serious face. All the seniors, though, it's cool to see right there. Excited to go to war in the next couple of weeks with those boys for the last time.
Those are the game faces?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I don't.
But again, you talked about an emotional weekend coming up.
Yeah.
Again, we're having fun here, but a good group core that you've been able to work with, play with, go to school with. What have they meant to you?
Everything. I mean, the memories and the friendships I've gained in the last 4 years will last a lifetime. Like, just get the chills talking about it because these are some of my best friends now. It's truly incredible.
Joey Corolla, the captain of the Skating Rebels. Joey, we appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on what has been a great season. Not done yet.
Yep.
Home finale at City National Arena, and then on to Nationals you go, where you guys look to repeat as well. We will chat here very soon. Joey, thank you so much. We are not done yet, though, on Hockey in the Desert Weekly. When we return, it's time to clear the ice. Wrapping up Hockey in the Desert, time to clear the ice. And to do that, we have to give a special shout out to the youngest Sapienza sensation, Riley Rose, who scored 10, count them, 10 goals in her game/scrimmage. Truly a fun day, Sunday for the one known as the girl. But we do have to work on the sellies. As you can see, she's just trying to stay on her feet. But clear the ice.
Domingue's ready to go. Cranley's going to come out. We're going to get a goalie scrap. Domingue and Cranley.
I've always made the promise, anytime there's a goalie goal or a goalie fight, you will see it here on Clear the Ice, and this is a beauty in the American League. Louis Domingue really giving it to the young kid. We'll see you next week.